Now let's move on to discussing how we go about subtracting radicals. Similar to addition, a radical can only be subtracted from another radical if the radicand of each radical is the same. If so, combine the terms into a single term by finding the difference in the coefficients. So instead of addition, it's subtraction. Everything else remains the same as far as the process of simplifying these. So let's say we had a radical x minus b radical x. They are like terms, or they have the same radicand. So we can subtract the coefficients. So we have a minus b. So this would simplify to the difference of the coefficients times the radical. If we replace these with real numbers, 8 radical x minus 3 radical x would be equal to 8 minus 3 radical x, which would be 5 radical x. Like addition, you cannot combine terms that do not have the same radicand. So 8 radical x cannot combine with negative 3 radical y because the x and the y are not equal to each other. So this would be the furthest you'd be able to simplify this expression. Same if the radicands were real numbers. 8 radical 2 minus 3 radical 5 cannot be simplified any further because the 2 is not equal to 5. Let's have you do a few practice questions. Find the difference. Question number 1, 10 radical 3 minus 7 radical 3. Question number 2, 6 radical a minus 7 radical b minus 4 radical a is equal to what? In question number 3, 12 radical 6x plus 7 radical g minus 9 radical 6x minus 3 radical g. Pause the video, answer these questions, and then press play when you are ready to begin. So finding the difference and adding the radicands are the same, except our signs are different. That's the only difference between addition and subtraction. Step 1, group together the like terms. So both of our terms already have the same radicand, which makes them like terms. So step 2, combine the like terms by adding the coefficients. So 10 plus negative 7 is equivalent to finding the difference, which would be 10 minus 7, which is equal to 3 radical 3. So the answer to question number 1 is 3 radical 3. Question number 2. Step 1, group together the like terms. So 6 radical a and negative 4 radical a have the same radicand, so we put those beside each other. So that's step 2. When we combine the like terms by adding the coefficients, we see that 6 minus 4 is equal to 2 with our radical a, so 2 radical a. And then that just leaves our third term with a different radicand b, negative 7 radical b. So the final answer to question number 2 is 2 radical a minus 7 radical b. Question number 3. Step 1, group together the like terms. So our first term, 12 radical 6x, and our third term, negative 9 radical 6x. Those have the same radicand, so we group those together. And then we have g as another radicand for 2 of our terms. So we group those together, positive 7 and negative 3. And then step 2, we combine the like terms by adding the coefficients. So 12 minus 9 would give us 3 radical 6x. And 7 minus 3 would be 4 radical g. So the final answer to question number 3 is 3 radical 6x plus 4 radical g.